Hello everyone and welcome to Business as Usual. This is Daneen O'Donnell and today I'm with Stephanie Oliver at the Coffee Break in Evans City. Thank you so much for letting us come and see this place. It's adorable.
Thank you so much for coming.
Well, I just have a question for you. I love the play on the name, Coffee Break. So who inspired that? How did you come up with that?
Finding the name was the most agonizing part of opening. It was the hardest decision.
Was it really?
I wanted it to be something catchy and fun and easy to remember. There are so many cars that come by through Evans City every day. So I kept coming up with this idea of I just want you all to take a break, stop, relax. So I was throwing that idea around with my family, and my dad was the one who suggested spell it like a car break, so you'll invoke people to stop what they're doing and give some time to themselves over coffee.
Well, I think it's really clever. So Stephanie, how did you decide to even become part of the coffee business? What inspired you to want to open your own store? Because it's probably not something you grow up thinking, when I grow up, I'm going to own a coffee store. So how did you get into this?
I was assigned a work-study job in college. It was a student-run cafe in the library of campus. The business school ran it, and I worked there for 4 years, so I got to learn the basics. It was very simple. I got to manage it as a senior, so it was something that was kind of in my wheelhouse. I went into marketing, public relations, wedding planning, but I kind of fell out of love with it after about 8 to 10 years. The building had been sitting empty. I had been showing it, my parents owned the building. I had been working for them and showing it to a bunch of potential tenants, and nothing was sticking. And I went back to the office one day and was telling them all the reasons I thought that a coffee shop would be great there. So they looked at me and said, why don't you just do it already? You've been talking about it for a decade. Because every so many years, it would kind of come back into my mind of how much I loved it.
Yeah.
So I dove head first, and we opened 9 months later.
Good for you. So 9 months later, which would have been how long have you actually been here?
We opened in September of 2017, so we're going on 4 years.
What kind of things can people find on your menu when they come here? I saw some healthy things inside the door and some things that swayed you away from the healthy things. So what can people expect to find?
Sure. We do have a little bit of everything for everyone. We're a full-scale coffee shop, so we have espresso drinks, cappuccinos, lattes, frappuccinos, the frozen ones, drip coffee, hot tea, iced tea. We do paninis and salads and soup here in Evans City. We also have breakfast sandwiches all day. And of course we have an array of baked goods, because who doesn't like something sweet with their coffee? So biscottis and cinnamon rolls and cookies the size of your face, and just about everything for anyone.
I saw some of your sandwiches the last time I stopped into here and they looked amazing. How late in the day are you open here?
Sure, we are open from 6 a.m., so nice and early, until 4 p.m.
Okay.
So we're kind of at that early dinner lunch crowd.
Yeah, and plus when you need that coffee fix in the afternoon, then you can meander over here and get that.
Yes.
So I understand that you are now going to be opening a second location, also called Coffee Break. Is it going to be the same thing? So tell us about that.
Yeah, we are opening hopefully soon in Meter. It's a new community in Cranberry.
Yes.
So it's only about 15 minutes from our flagship here in Evans City. It is Coffee Break at Meter. That's the name of the housing plan that it's in.
Okay.
So we have become a partner of the developer Charter Homes. They like to create this main street that's walkable for all of their residents. So we get to kind of do what we're doing here in Evans City. We have great regulars in this small community that are able to walk in, get a treat with us. So we'll be doing the same thing over there.
Very fun, and I think that knowing there's a place like that right in your neighborhood helps draw people to the neighborhood too.
Absolutely.
So I understand that it's been you've really kept yourself going during the whole COVID crisis. Has it been difficult, like getting people to work? Are you looking for employees? You know, how can people find out about that?
Yeah, that has been the hardest part of the entire COVID, aside from, battling against COVID.
Yeah.
Our day-to-day didn't change a whole lot except for wearing masks, because we pride ourselves in the cleanliness of our shop anyway. But now, finding people to work has been very difficult. We are looking to hire in both locations, but especially in Meter, so that we're able to open with a full staff and at full hours.
Okay.
So people can go ahead on our website, which is break4coffee.com. It's BRAKE, the number 4, coffee.com. We do have applications available on there, and of course they're always welcome to stop in Evans City and fill out a paper application too.
Okay.
But yeah, we have lots of shifts available. It's a great position for people who might have school-aged children that want to work during the day, someone who's retired, someone who wants to work full-time. We've got some management availability too.
Well, I think the shop is adorable, and
Thank
I think,
you.
was this a Subway originally
It
or
was,
something like that?
yes.
So did you have to do a lot when you first came into this building? You decorated it, it's really cute.
Thank
so.
you. Yeah, we did a lot of remodeling. It took about 3 solid months of full remodel, from the floor to
Wow.
the ceiling, a lot of painting, taking out walls, building new walls,
Elbow
kind of
grease.
making it tons of elbow grease. There's still a little bit of things like the old trim, some of the tiles on the floor.
Yeah.
You can tell maybe a Subway was here at one point. But we did a lot of work to make it feel like a different place altogether.
Well, you did a fantastic job, and it's
Thank
so
you.
welcoming. And I'm telling you, coffee break, please remember it, because when you're zipping through Evans City, which you always have to do, hit your brakes and come to Coffee Break here on Main Street. For Armstrong, this has been Daneen O'Donnell with Business as Usual. If you enjoyed this episode of Business as Usual and would like to see more, click on this playlist up here. To catch all the programs on the Armstrong Neighborhood channel, click on the subscribe button down here. I suggest you do both.